What did I know about psychedelics? Not much.
If you've ever heard the phrase like, you grew up under a rock, that could have been said to me or about me.
I had not had any sort of prior recreational use.
I'd been told my whole life these substances were dangerous.
I was 75 years old when I learned about the psychedelic medicine. It was very beautiful.
From the time that I was old enough to be out of the house and going to church, I've been in church, and that's where I first fell in love with Jesus.
My Christian faith was a really formative force in my life.
Church was very important to me. It was one of the places where I felt holiness in the air.
It is the deepest model of the divine becoming human.
There are multiple ways to encounter God. Psychedelics is one way of encountering God.
I could start to feel the mushrooms come on.
During this experience, I remember thinking, this is what Moses felt like when he experienced God.
All of those frustrations, the self-judgment and self-correction evaporated, and my perspective zoomed out. And I was watching myself judge myself.
I had no idea, like I said, how broken I was walking into the experience and how much I needed healing. I wish everybody could have that.
It's deepened my faith in a way that I never expected.
I was able to release that self-judgment and laugh at it and see it for what it is.
I have seen the power as a living God, not as a God of far away.
Over the time that I spent with my guides at Hopkins, I began to realize that the stigma were because of abuse.
There is often a misconception that substances like psychedelics are dangerous because they could get us away from God. But I'm here to tell you it's exactly the opposite.
Sometimes people are thinking about doing psychedelics, you think you're going outside of your faith, but it's really a moment to decide what you really believe.
We should have ways where we talk about psychedelics, where we can experience psychedelics within the larger Christian tradition.
It's part of what God has created. He is our divine creator, so we are in His hands, and we are safe with the plants.
My interest is not in the psychedelics per se, as in the lives that are expanded because of the psychedelics.
I didn't struggle with forgiveness. I didn't carry anger and bitterness. It changed how I do ministry. It changed how I lead. It changed my whole life.